So Twitch has been cracking down on a lot of DMCA complaints on their website, and they've taken it into their own hands as far as to delete clips and VODs of content creators' work without giving them a heads up first. And as you can see, it's caused a lot of uproar, obviously, and a lot of people are confused. We're now in the month of October, and even back in June, you know, Twitch had a similar scenario where DMCA, you know, was targeting them, and they had some complaints about their creators using their work on their stream. And DMCA is pretty much its rights to a work. So a violation or a strike, usually you have to get a set number of strikes before you have some consequences dealt to you. But DMCA is basically a acronym is Digital Millennium Copyright Act, and it's basically it keeps you from duplicating, you know, copyrighted work and or selling and distributing the product freely. Meaning, this only is a problem for Twitch because if a streamer, let's say big streamers, XQC or Miskid, let's say those guys, for example, they're just, you know, chilling with their chat. XQC usually does a little introduction before he starts playing some games, and usually involves a ton of music being played, you know, whether it's sent from his chat, donos, or, you know, just straight up just him playing whatever he feels like. The fact that XQC is getting some kind of income from all of this, whether or not it's directly because he's playing music, as in a donation sends a song request and he plays it. The point is he's getting money, and he's playing music at the same time he's gaining revenue, and that alone can cause some kind of violation for DMCA, since the definition of it is to, you know, is to prevent copy, or, you know, whatever is digital or whatever, however he's getting it, to prevent it from being redistributed through his stream, and also, you know, earning some money because of it. It's a little complicated because not a lot of people, you know, not a lot of people, of course, plays music. Not a lot of people plays music on their stream in the first place, but those who do, they usually do it. They usually mean, you know, obviously no harm by it. They don't mean to. They don't even mean to infringe upon DMCA. You know, they do it without knowing, you know, no ill intent behind it. But the fact of the matter is, you know, these guys, I mean, and it even goes as far back as to so copyright claims or copyrights usually last a set period of time. So, for example, say YouTube's algorithm, how they use, so excuse me, not YouTube, Twitch. If you guys don't know, Twitch uses something called Twitch has a set algorithm that they use to determine, to track copyrighted music, and obviously it's by no means perfect, so they may overpass or overlook some certain clips and things. It's called Audible Magic. It scans your VODs and clips, and if copyrighted audio is identified, it will mute that portion of the video, and it may even go as far as taking it down. It's an exclusive right given to an originator or assignee to pretty much just print, produce, publish, form, whatever, whether it's some kind of art or music or kind of literary. It could be a book, it could be anything. Basically, it's the right to that piece of work. And as long as they have that, you must get their permission before you even do anything with it in terms of displaying it or redistributing it through your stream or through your own platform. You must get their permission. You pretty much have to go through the law first, right? And like I said before, back in June there was another kind of uproar about this whole DMCA thing, how people were getting bans. From what I've heard, if you get 3 strikes, it results in a permaban on Twitch. So if you get your first DMCA claim, you know, they send you emails. They send the content creators emails about complaints about them. You know, give them a little heads up like, hey, we went through your clips. Stop playing this music, or you know, it's over. If you get that piece of email 3 times, then you may very well become permanent on the platform. And a lot of companies, hell, they don't take these bans lightly anymore. Like, once you're gone, you're most likely never coming back. I mean, it's Activision is literally permabanning people who they catch cheating. Twitch recently implemented an ISP ban, meaning that if a streamer bans a chatter from their channel, even if they make a new account, that person will still remain banned because that account is linked to their ISP. Like, these guys are not joking around. You must not by any means risk getting banned, or you're gonna have a very, very, very hard time, or you might not even have an opportunity to, you know, to come back. Now, if you want to talk about avoiding copyright strikes, the best choice is to just not play any copyrighted music. And you may be asking, well, how do I know which songs are copyrighted? I mean, if a song is produced by an artist, or it's produced by a major company, let's say Bungie, for example, they're known for, well, they had 343 now has Halo, but they were known for like their Halo OSTs, which were very popular. They recently made a hit, Destiny. Like, if you play those kinds of songs, like, those are actually produced and orchestrated by professionals. They had to hire people to make the soundtrack for their video game. So that is a piece of work for them. The best way to avoid copyright strikes is to either create a non-copyright playlist. Twitch is surprisingly implemented something called Twitch Soundtrack, which is pretty much just a list of, you know, musics. It's complete with different genres: dance, hip hop, lo-fi, whatever you want to listen to. And the best thing about this is, after you're done streaming, if you listen to Soundtrack by Twitch, the music's actually automatically muted on your VODs due to their algorithm. So even though this is all copyright music, at the very slim chance that I guess it may not be safe to stream, it's automatically muted, so you don't have to worry about anything. There are some artists out there who made some copyright strike-free music on Spotify. Some pretty good songs out there too. Most of them obviously suck, but hey, you gotta take what you can get. Even through YouTube, you know, if you want to download some songs from YouTube, they have some copyright-free music there as well. So there is copyright-free music out there. Your best choice is to either not listen to music at all. Also, you do want to go back in before Twitch does it themselves. It's probably best for you to delete most, if not all, of your clips that has music in them. And like I said before, this whole ordeal is pretty complicated because, as far as, let's say, GTA goes, GTA 5 has a huge soundtrack. They have plenty of artists, hip hop to R&B to a couple of, like, it's just multicultural music everywhere. They have a whole radio station from real legit artists. And of course, Rockstar has the rights to that music because obviously they have the money and they contacted the artists and they made sure that they were able to put it in their game. But your stream does not have the right to that music. So if you're playing GTA 5 and a song comes on, even though it's through the game, you're still susceptible to a copyright strike. It's pretty ridiculous. It's just best to not even risk it. If you may have already infringement upon DMC claims. Like I said, just go back. It's best to just delete all of your work. I know it sucks. There's a lot of people who put tons and tons of thought hours that come up with a bunch of ideas, and audio is obviously a huge portion of the stream. You know, it's not really a stream if you don't have audio. You need audio. Obviously, you need to have some kind of something displayed for the viewers. But it's either you do it yourself or Twitch tracks you down and they do it, and you know, they give you a warning. 3 strikes, you're out. There's no coming back. Delete your work. Delete the clips. Create your own playlist. Don't take the risk. And I'm pretty sure this is just the beginning. These things are becoming more and more strict. What I mean by that is, going back to the definition of copyright. Copyright is the rights to material as an art, literature, media, and music material. We have here this whole, the key word here is art, because pretty sure most of you know that Twitch has a huge audience just because they have, just because of the creators, the content creators, how creative they can be, and emotes, and you know, the theme of their stream. And there's a lot of streamers out there who uses popularized characters, fictional characters, right? Such as, for example, Patrick Star, SpongeBob, hell, even Pepe the Frog, which is literally Twitch's hugest emote. You know, who's to say after this whole music is over with the copyrights and the DMCA music, who's to say that they're not going to come after your emotes next? You know, pretty soon you're going to have to create your own emotes. Those guys who already have hired, you know, an artist to help them with their stream, those guys are in the clear. But there's still a lot of streamers, a lot of popular streamers at that, who has tons of emotes that is, you know, taken after a certain popular character that they might just have to take down after a while, and they have no choice but to come up with their own stuff, you know. So like I said, copyright just not covers music; it covers every piece of artistic material. The way I see it, man, Twitch is a streaming monster in terms of not even just video games. Just over the past couple of years, I believe the just chatting category has averaged over like 100,000 viewers all time. You know, there's just people who come there just to display their talents and art. And you know, those guys listen to music all the time, and those guys mean no harm, but hey, they're literally gonna have to change the tempo of their stream just so that they might not possibly get banned. And it's honestly very sad, but I guess this is just the way things are. I don't want to say it was only a matter of time. I guess you could say it was only a matter of time. This is the law after all. You know, it was eventually going to catch up to Twitch, and Twitch is trying their best to handle it, even though they are trying their best, I'm sure, but they just outright just delete people's work and then telling them later, hey, we deleted your stuff, without telling you. But hey, if we didn't do it, then you would have been permabanned. I mean, I don't know if they could have handled it better, but the way the direction Twitch is heading, I don't want to. It's obviously not their fault. They don't have any power. This is the law. Twitch cannot fight the law. They can only abide like the rest of us. But hey, bro, with all this copyright and DMCA and the streamers getting banned and the way they're handling it and the bias, yeah, bro. I guess you could say Twitch is somewhat crumbling, even though they're still the gaming Goliath platform that they are today. Yeah. That's pretty much it. That's just my take on everything that's going on, the direction that Twitch is heading. It's just the beginning, bro. It's just I don't want to be that guy, but it may only get worse. Who's to say, you know? But anyways, have a nice day, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to listen to this video. Like, comment, subscribe if you will. Very much appreciated. So maybe give me even your thoughts on the direction Twitch is heading, or maybe you just don't care. Anyways, nice.